In this video, let's start looking into strategies in PineScript, and I believe strategies is a very important part of PineScript because with a very little amount of code and pretty simple kind of commands, you can backtest pretty complicated strategy. And what you have to do is you have to take your indicator and you have to add some like logic when PineScript should open positions, when it should close your positions, what should be like profit targets, stop losses, and so on. So in this video, let's look at the simplest way you can open a position in PineScript using market order. And here I have like pretty simple indicator. This is a Blinger Band strategy. As you see, I already renamed my like first function from indicator to strategy, and I already added a bunch of like lines of code for my strategy, and now I will explain you how it works. So in the Blinger Bands, as you can see, it's computed here, and also I have like a bunch of signals computed. So these are signals that stores like true or false. Either I want to go long or short for the current bar. So it's quite simple. Now let's look at strategy logic. So in the strategy, I have only one function that is new for you. So this is a strategy.entry function. And using this function, you can ask PineScript to enter into positions long or short in your strategies. And it's quite easy to use it. Let's look at how I use it here. So the first parameter of strategy.entry function is ID of your order. And here you can specify any IDs that make sense for you. So next parameter should be like direction of your trade. Do you want it to be like a long trade, or this should be a short trade? So it's quite simple as that. Also, you can specify like quantity for your order. So if you want a custom quantity, you can specify this parameter and basically compute how many like lots do you want to buy or sell. And also you can specify if you want a comment for your order. So this comment will be displayed on your chart and also in kind of your trades log. So as you can see, that's basically it. As you can see here, before my strategy entry function, I have like an if statement, and I check that if my condition is true, then I call my strategy entry function. And if the strategy entry function will be called, PineScript will execute the order and will buy some Bitcoin USDT for me. So let's edit the chart to see how it works. So as you can see, strategy tester tab was opened for us. And if you will take a look at your chart closely, you'll see that also we have some additional labels on our chart displayed by PineScript for the strategy automatically. So PineScript will display us like a label every time there will be any order fill, and this blue arrow will indicate price at which your order was filled. And here on the bottom, you see this is our kind of like order comment we specified when we wrote our strategy.entry function, and this +2 represent how many lots of your instrument was bought or sold. So as you can see, it's quite simple. If you will take a look closely, you will see that actually market orders has pretty interesting behavior. So if you want to run like market orders and you don't have specify any additional arguments, I will speak in the next videos in the strategy.entry function. A market order works the following way. So it actually checks your condition at close of the current bar and will fill your order only at open of the next bar. Actually, there is a way to rewrite this behavior as well, but we will speak about it in next videos. Also, if you look at your chart, you can spot that here, for example, we have 3 long signals in a row, but we have only one order actually. So this is because PineScript has like internal built-in system that will allow it to manage pyramiding. So if you open like strategy parameters and go to properties, here you will see pyramidic parameter, and this is actually the limit of amount of orders of the same type you can put at the same time. So if you have only one order, as by default in my case, you will see only one order and one kind of direction at the time. But also you can change this to two orders, and then you will see that actually now we have another entry here for the second kind of long signal in a row. With three orders, it also will put it at the third order as well. So let's keep it for one order for now, and let's click OK. Also, you can spot that actually I have here only like entry logic, and I have no logic for exits whatsoever. And this is not a problem for PineScript as well. Even without any exit logic, you can run it like that. So every time PineScript will receive, for example, like a short signal, it will check that if there are any long positions available, it will close them and will open like a new short signal. And the same for long one. So long one will close all the short positions, and after that will open like a long position. So that's quite handy as well. Also here on the bottom, I have like another way of calling strategy entry function for market orders when you're not using like if statement, but when you're using like the when parameter. And logic here is exactly the same. You can basically just take your condition from if statement, put it in the when, and that's basically it. It will work exactly the same way. And also, as you can see, I didn't specify any quantity here. PineScript will take default quantity and default type of quantity as well. And also I didn't specify comment here as well. You might do this as well. There is no problem with that. So let's save it so you can be sure that actually it works absolutely the same way as my previous code. And also because I didn't specify quantity, now I can go here in parameters of my strategy, and here I can specify like order size, and also I can specify type of the order. So for example, I can go for % of equity, and I can specify that I want to invest, let's say 15% of my equity. And like PineScript will go and automatically will compute order size for every trade, depend on your current equity. And I think that's quite handy as well, so you don't need to bother too much about your position sizes.